First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second and 2, Trubisky. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Trubisky on first down. His throw incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. But it's going to be second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Ravens have got it. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around and find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. To throw again. Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Open man is Duvernay. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Jackson's pass.
Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
A 12-yard gain on the play.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Ravens 7, Bears nothing.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for Mike Williams.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
48 to Mike. Tackle. Mike 48. Hey, let's get him.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
1st and 10.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Thomas. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Check 48's the mark. Check 48's the mark. Let's go one more. Check 37.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
32, David Montgomery.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
On 2nd down, Montgomery. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
He gives it up. Skirts by him at the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Check 48's the mark. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Ravens have got it. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Bears' 13-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That's good.
10 more there and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. It's going to be a long work.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Buying time to his left. Man open left side is Brown. Room here to run. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Over the middle, complete. That's Ingram. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown.
Jackson's pass complete.
From 3 yards out, and the Ravens will extend their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Ravens 21. Bears 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Jackson being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Fielded at about the 28. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Bears take over
at their own 37-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
At the 45-yard line.
They go play action with Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Number 36 on the carry.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up
now Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
4th down, here's Trubisky, and Robinson with a big catch. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
The kick is good.
Hopkins with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The pass there over the middle to start things out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play that time for the Ravens. 45 yards. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Ravens 28, Bears 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could have...
He's got him in, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
38-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Down at the 33-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Play action. It's Trubisky. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30, past the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
No, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
On the keeper.
A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bears 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He's airing it out for Williams. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at 2nd down.
Coverage.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Queen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Looking deep downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
By the Ravens.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Bears it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Complete to
Devin Duvernay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
1st and 10 at the 30.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Roquan Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
It's second down.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
First down.
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Gain of 7.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Oh, that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Trubisky to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Again, it's Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. By a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as the Ravens push further out in front.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now Trubisky on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
18. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. In your face.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
I smell fear in that offense. Mike, 36. Mike.
Trubisky to throw again. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Scored. Ravens.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they